You've probably seen videos describing a technique for multiplying two-digit numbers using intersecting diagonal lines. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate concretely how it works using array models and base 10 blocks. For example, let's take 13 and 12. Using the line method, you draw out a line for 1 and 3 lines for the 3, like so. Likewise for the 12. You then count the intersections in 3 groups, those on the right, those in the middle, and those on the left. Thus, we find that the answer is 156, because there is 1 intersection on the left, 5 in the middle, and 6 on the right. When the intersections are grouped in this way, it is easy to see that the intersections on the left represent the digit in the hundreds place, those in the middle represent the tens, and those on the right represent the ones. Now, let's draw an array model that represents the same question. While in the line model, the intersections represented the answer, here the answer is represented as a rectangle, with sides of 13 and 12 respectively. The rectangle is divided into 4 quadrants. The bottom right represents the ones, the top right and bottom left represent the tens, and the top left the hundreds. When comparing these two models, the similarities are striking. It is easy to see that the line model is a simplified array model tilted 45 degrees to the left. Now let's take this one step further and use base 10 blocks to represent the question more concretely. Here we have the rods that represent the tens in each of the multiplicans, to which we add the unit blocks to each just as we did in the array model. Each of the rods multiplied by each other gives a flat equal to 100. Each of the rods multiplied by a unit produces another rod equal to 10, and each of the units multiplied by each other produce a single unit. Here, we can see that the rectangle formed is equal to 156. Now, let's try another one. How about 11 times 14? This time, we'll start with the base 10 blocks. First, we start by representing the multiplicans on the side, using rods and units. Then, we fill in the rectangle, like so. We see that we have 1 flat, 5 rods, and 4 units. Therefore, the answer is 154. Now, let's represent it using the line method. It is important to make the connection between the intersections of the lines and the blocks. Each intersection on the line model corresponds to a base 10 block. In this example, the intersection on the left corresponds to a flat, and is equal to 100. Each of the intersections in the middle correspond to a rod, altogether equal 50. And the intersections on the right represent a unit, altogether equaling 4. I hope you find this video helpful and that you now have a slightly better understanding of how the line multiplication method works.